Let's play! Whoa! Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another stream of the Great Ace Attorney, where, of course, I am joined with the ever-talented...
Skinny Minnie, hello!
Yay! What's up? We are, what are we doing today? We're continuing the investigation of Case 2, where, unfortunately, our best buddy, Asogi, was apparently killed. And they're blaming our asses for it.
Why?
Because game. And once again, for everybody watching live, this is just as a reminder that we will not really be interacting with chat much because Danny and I want to focus more on just getting the game going along. And I appreciate your all understanding, and I hope you all have fun. So, are you ready?
Yes!
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to, this is what, Grimsby, right?
Grimsby? Grimsby.
It's Grimsby or Grimesby? Because we still haven't really figured that one out. Grimsby sounds correct, but at the same time, it's spelled like Grimesby.
Yeah, I think it may be Grime. Or Grimsby.
Grimsby, it's alright then. Alright, let's go and talk to him.
Okay.
Regarding last night.
What you be doing?
Excuse me, Mr. Roylott? Could we have a moment of your time?
I am not accepting visitors!
I
talk to no one. Now leave!
Not off to a great start.
We're not going to get anywhere like this.
That's for sure. How are we gonna deal with this man? I wonder if the great detective would know what to do. What the hell is he doing?
Is it?
Damn it, Sherlock.
Oh god, if you break this up into video parts, please name this episode Damn It, Sherlock.
I'm still figuring out how I want to do this, but we'll see.
Oh god.
First class cabin. Excuse me, Mr. Roylott, can I have a moment of your time? Nope, same thing over and over.
Oh. Well, the fart.
I'm gonna click about the incident about the same thing just to make sure, get through everything.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we had to examine? Alright. I mean, I love how it goes automatically to Sherlock.
Can we?
Just talk to him first, or what?
Yeah, because I think we're supposed to examine the trunk after.
Okay, let's talk to Sherlock then. Excuse me? Mr. Sherlock Holmes? Ah, please, just Mr. Holmes is fine. That's not any less formal. Mr. Holmes, what are you doing in there anyway? Oh, not much. Just making myself at home.
At home?
I'm just passing the time, imagining how it must have felt to be crammed in here. Waiting for the moment when the two of you beseech the aid of a great detective.
What?
Well now, it would seem that time has finally come. What?
Nothing.
You know... I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking the same thing, alright? Because I'm nasty like that, but still.
Oh god.
Am I mistaken? Well, he's certainly not wrong. Now, look over there.
Oh.
That Russian gentleman, Mr. Roylott, is clearly hiding something. And what would be the best countermeasure against a Russian who's hiding something? The answer, of course, would be the truth. Indeed, that doesn't apply to Russians alone. Right. But I wonder what that Russian man would do if his hidden secret were to be exposed. Wouldn't it be interesting to find out?
I would love to, Mr. Holmes.
Then allow me to show you something intriguing.
Mr.
Mr. Holmes!
Mr. Holmes.
That's why you have a magnifying glass. All right. Something only a great detective can do. A great detective's great deduction.
Oh, wait, are we gonna, like, zoom in?
Maybe. I'm sorry.
We are 10.
Right? Yeah, I'll be your dragon's roost.
They are 10.
As you can clearly see, here we have a classic, suspicious-looking Russian. This game, I don't know. Sometimes this game's writing is like,
What?
Sometimes I wonder to myself, are suspicious people inherently Russian? Are Russian people inherently suspicious? I don't think either one is the case.
And if I may add, Mr. Holmes, no matter how much the beard and the dark glasses might seem to suggest it, I'm not sure they're grounds enough to outright label someone as suspicious.
Shh! Quiet now.
Why do you look at me like this?
I see. Yes, I understand now.
Do you? What?
At last, the truth becomes clear to me. There's no room for doubt. Now then, Mr. Roylott, I've arrived at 2 conclusions.
Oh, here we go. What do you mean?
First, conclusion number 1. Your true identity. Simply put, you are a villain. You were just about to cut short something very important to us, to you, using those scissors. Am I mistaken?
No.
On the conclusion number 2, at this very moment, you have been caught red-handed in the midst of a nefarious deed. By now, you must be shaking under that beard, panicking over if you've already been found out. Am I mistaken?
Here comes one of Mr. Holmes' great deductions.
Great deductions?
Mr. Holmes has a truly incredible talent. With only one look at a person, he can learn almost everything about them.
How in the world? No way. That's impossible.
The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. I've read that book countless times. I can't believe I'm about to hear one of his great deductions firsthand. Oh, my God, deduction!
Aw, yeah, she's pretty cute.
Oh, truly, it's like a dream come true.
I can't believe it. Mr. Roylott just turned white as a sheet. Somehow, it looks like those 2 conclusions hit the mark.
How? How could?
How could you possibly know that? Is that what you were about to say? Very well. It's time for all to be revealed.
Oh.
How indeed did this great detective before you arrive at these 2 conclusions? Come along now. Shall we embark together upon a journey of deduction? What I mean to say is, I'm asking you to tag along with my reasoning. If I gotta play some more. What?
Oh!
The game's afoot! What the hell's going on? This is pretty
What's
cool.
happening? We're just jumping on in there. I like this though.
Ooh, logic chest.
Yes.
Oh my god. Wait, was that in both games or just in Investigations 2?
I think just 2.
What was the gimmick in 1?
Did it have a gimmick?
I don't know now. Whatever.
Okay.
This is cool. Behold, Mr. Roylott, a mysterious Russian. First, let your eyes be drawn towards this. This oversized pair of scissors sticking out like a soft thumb.
Oh,
Now, just what in the devil were you planning to do with those? With just a little observation, the answer becomes obvious. You intended to cut off your splendid beard with those scissors. Continuing on. Now then, why would you have such an urgent need to cut that magnificent beard? That, too, is quite obvious, and I have the evidence to back it up. Have a look at this morning's newspaper. It contains a rather intriguing article. In fact, it appears that you, too, have seen the article of which I speak. Surely you must understand by now. The article inside reveals your true identity. The newspaper revolutionary article. Revolutionary Dmitry Demoglatsky flees Russia, believed to be en route to Shanghai. As you can see, the picture clearly depicts that eye-catching beard of yours.
You know what the... Oh, sorry.
Please go ahead.
I said the lights flashing like that reminds me of Ghost Trick.
Oh!
You remember where it's like, anytime it like highlighted one person, it's like, whoosh.
Yeah! Holy crap! Well, now I want to play Ghost Trick again.
I know.
Why has there not been like some other game like it? That was a great game.
We need another one just like it. Not just like it, but just as good.
Having seen the article, you plan to cut off your beard before the crew found you out. However, since you have yet to do so, your true identity remains clear.
Oh, that's why. Sorry, I looked at chat and Dragon said the spotlights were inspired in Ghost Trick.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's funny.
You are none other than the frightful revolutionary Dmitry Demoglatsky.
Ah!
Through which that said, I can't say I've ever heard of you. I mean, this is insane. I'm liking this.
Yeah, this is cool, but I'm like, are we gonna go through all this?
Yeah, it's like what do we do, you know? Like, I don't mind watching this, but it's like, do we do something with this?
Right.
Next, we have my second deduction. It seems to me that we have caught you in the act of committing a terrible crime. Now, as for the proof of that crime... Aha! It's right over there, is it not? As I expected, it appears that you have shown your hand, Mr. Roylott. When people are taken by surprise, they tend to reflexively shift their gaze. It is a classic tell, more eloquent and powerful than mere words could ever convey. Yes, our answer lies directly in your line of sight, so carelessly directed. The proof of your crime? Elementary. It's that trunk. I think it's about time that you opened this trunk and showed us what's inside, hmm?
No, I am refusing.
Exactly what do you have hiding in there? From what I can see, were you to apply enough force, I think you'd be able to fit a small girl inside. Okay.
That is silly.
A young girl stuffed into a trunk. Just who might she be? Ah, good grief. You're not much of a criminal, are you? Your line of sight betrayed your secret so easily. Just now, without a second thought, you took a glance at our answer. The reason why you can't open that trunk can again be found in a newspaper. In truth, it seems that there is yet another intriguing article published in these pages. Rather than looking at the article about the revolutionary, flip to the reverse page. Beautiful flower of the prestigious Novovich Ballet Company goes missing. There's only one logical conclusion. The crime you are in the very midst of committing is abduction. According to the article, the girl's name is Nikomina Borshev, or something. Borshevich. I'm gonna butcher that name every single time.
That's okay, you tried.
And there you have it. The great deductions of the Sherlock Holmes has been revealed. That was fun.
That was cool. I'm a little behind.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
There we go.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's you.
Sasato, is this really a great deduction?
I think so. I read all about them in his book. Though his great deductions just now were a little different than usual.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Holmes. Could you come over here for a moment? Oh, what can I do for you? I wanted to ask about your reasoning there. Yes, by all means. What's on your mind? Well, let me start with this newspaper. I didn't think I'd have to repeat myself, but here we are. These two men's faces are nothing alike. They look completely different. I didn't expect to repeat myself either, but here we are indeed. We're dealing with a revolutionary. Who's to say he didn't revolutionize his own face?
At the very least, I suppose he looks more like the picture than you do, Naruto.
That's not the point! And besides that, there's something else. That bit about the abduction. Ah, yes. Truly a shocking turn of events, isn't it? At first glance, I wouldn't think that a girl couldn't fit inside a trunk. Actually, it's more than that. It's clearly way too small to fit a person inside at all. You'd barely be able to close it even if you stuffed so much as a 5-year-old inside.
In that case, could the missing ballerina be a 5-year-old?
Oh, didn't you know? She's actually 15. No, Mr. Holmes, I had no idea.
Naruto's like so fed up with Holmes. He's just like, no, Mr. Holmes, I had no idea.
So if she's 15, then roughly 10 years of her ought to be sticking out of that trunk.
There's something I once heard somewhere a long time ago. In order to make their bodies more limber, some ballerinas would drink vinegar every day. Vinegar? Really? Indeed. With a body ripened by vinegar, fitting into a box like that should be no trouble at all.
I think you're mixing up acrobats and ballet dancers.
Ugh, this is such a mess.
You're telling us.
Naruto, about Mr. Holmes' reasoning just now, I think his observations are right on the mark, on at least the foundations of what happened. It's just that the focal points and logic are just a little bit off.
A little bit? Completely off, I'd say.
If we take the most important key words from his reasoning, and just discreetly replace a few... and just discreetly replace a few of them here and there, we might just figure this out.
So, take the keywords from his deductions and replace them?
Yes, discreetly, mind you. If we can do that, then surely Mr. Holmes' great deductions will truly come to light.
Indubitably. That's exactly what I was thinking. Wow, this great detective is a real piece of work.
Maybe that's why Watson was always with him. He's like, no, Holmes, just...
It's like, Holmes, here, take this toy and go play in the corner. Well, it seems you've got your work cut out for you, thanks to me. You sure are laughing loud enough about it. Oh, and as for you, I almost forgot. Me? What is it? Take a look at your hands. My hands?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, the handcuffs are gone!
What? This is... How did... I thought those cuffs might get in the way of your deductions, so I got them off in a jiffy.
How did you...
Maybe if I'm twirling around, maybe he did it without us even noticing. Wait, huh?
Amazing! I'd expect no less from the great detective Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, and there's no need to be worried. I'll put them back on once we're finished here. No, that's okay. You can leave them off. Now, why don't we give this another go? Come, ones and all, to Sherlock Holmes' Theater of Logic and Reason.
Yay! I love that. Oh.
Review start. Hold it, Mr. Holmes. That's bullshit.
That's pretty much what it is.
They can't put that in the game, now can they?
Nope.
Wait. Well, I'm gonna say this again, because just in case. Behold, Mr. Raylot, the mysterious Russian. First, let your eyes be drawn towards this.
Sorry, I just had a thought.
Oh. This overpairs size of... Yeah, I can't talk myself. This,
See, I know, that's what happened to me. I was like, what? That's not what I'm trying to say.
This oversized pair of scissors sticking out like a sore thumb. Now, just what in the devil were you planning to do with those? With just a little observation, the answer becomes obvious. You intend to cut off your splendid beard with those scissors.
Here we go.
Are those the kind of scissors you use to
You cut a beard with?
I don't have any intentions of ever growing a beard like that, so I don't really know.
I think Mr. Roylott isn't so sure himself.
In other words, this part of the deduction seems a little off.
In that case, Naruto, let's try replacing it with something else.
Sounds good to me, but how should we go about doing that?
First, let's stop and take a good look at Mr. Roylott himself.
Was it really the beard that he wanted to cut off?
There you go. That's a good question. Next, look for the answer. When you find it,
When I find it,
then the rest is in your hands.
what exactly is she telling me to do? Okay, I'll give it a try. Time to replace this logic. What was Mr. Roylott really going to cut off with those scissors? What? Oh. Interesting. What the hell's it? Oh, are you
What?
kidding me?
What?
Look behind him.
What? I don't see anything.
Oh, I thought that was... Sorry.
Oh, wait.
I thought that was hair. That is hair!
What?
Look-
Whoa, what? What the fuck? Oh!
Now do you get it?
Pretty hair. Oh, yeah. Okay, so my thought wasn't exactly what I thought it was, but it's close. Okay.
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 I'm guessing we have to cut the pretty hair.
Examine or present?
Ooh, actually, I don't know. I guess let's examine it really quick.
Okay.
What? Susato, look at this!
Oh my, what beautiful golden hair.
No, I'm not talking about his beauty. Why is hair even growing here in the first place? Not only that, but it's coming out from underneath a bunch of thick black fur.
It's very strange, and yet it's also curiously beautiful.
Something is clearly wrong here.
Present.
Present.
I didn't see the scrolly things.
Oh, okay. No, Naruto, no, don't do that. You intend to cut off your pretty hair with those scissors.
I love this game so much now.
I'm mad we didn't get it.
Right?
Now hold on a minute, guys. So apparently I'm dropping frames right now, but do you guys see it happening by chance? Because I tried doing something different, but I don't know if it's fixing anything.
It seems nature has some issues.
The frames are...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So interesting. That's weird. They dropped anyway, but it still says that it didn't. Well, how does it look now? Oh no. Uh-oh. Is it that bad? Okay, hold on. The video quality dropped. Okay, let me do something really quick.
Okay.
Because apparently what I did not fix it.
So they said the entire screen is what?
Uh-oh.
What happened?
The one thing I want to disable doesn't look like I can disable it. Fudge. Is it really bad still?
Oh, this is fixed now.
It's good now?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's working, what I did. Okay, guys. Yeah, sorry. There's something new that I did where maybe, like, it says I didn't drop any frames, but the bit rate is going to be shifting a little bit. So, we'll see what happens. Let's continue for now and then take things from there. Crap, where's my game? There we go. You tend to cut off your pretty hair with those scissors. Indubitably. That's what I meant to say. Such beautiful golden locks couldn't possibly belong to an old man. You're actually a woman, aren't you? And judging by your hair's sheen, you're clearly a young girl at that.
If only I had the chance to cut my hair, then I would not be found out.
Now then, why would you have such an urgent need to cut that beautiful hair? That, too, is quite obvious, and I have the evidence to back it up. Well, surely you must understand by now. This article reveals your true identity. The newspaper's revolutionary article. Wow! I sure wasn't expecting that. I can't believe that old man was actually a little girl this entire time. What is it? Why are you staring at me?
Well, it was definitely shocking, but what's even more surprising to me is how much you seem to enjoy this kind of thing.
Huh?
Despite your situation, you still ended up jumping around in glee.
And just who was jumping around Glee? Not me. It was
Fine, I'll leave it at that.
Anyway, look at this. Think back to. Oh well, okay.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Sorry. Woo! That one came up and surprised me. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Anyway, look at this. Think back to Mr. Holmes' logic earlier. That evidence he brought up seems a little strange now, doesn't it?
Sorry.
It does. If Mr. Roylott is really a woman, then that means...
The article about the revolutionary isn't related to the case anymore.
And because of that, the flow of logic has changed course entirely.
What does that mean for us?
We should replace this evidence so it matches the flow of logic.
Hold on real quick. Yeah, it looks like we're okay. Yeah, I gotta change that setting for the bit rates. Like what I did, and it doesn't look like it's doing anything good. This stream might be all over the place. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now.
Can you change it during the break?
I had to stop the stream.
Oh shoot!
That's
it's one of those things where it won't let you change.
Yeah, which pisses me off. It's like I wish I can just change it on the fly, but it doesn't look like I can.
Man.
I mean, what does the stream quality look like? Is it fine? Well, actually, on my end, yeah, it looks fine over here.
Why can't I see the video?
Weird. No, I mean, it still looks good. It's just the bitrate is really funky.
Oh.
Oh well. You know what? It could be my. Freaking what the hell was I gonna say? Virus protection, maybe. Like I don't know if I have like. Well, I don't have one of them up, but the Windows security thing is always up. It could be possible that maybe it's not working properly with it, but I have all the right firewall settings, I imagine. You know, it's probably because I have a lot of things going on. Because I'm talking to you, I'm playing this game. Like, I think that the computer is like, oh, there's so much going on, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know what? It's okay, guys. Alright. What else was I gonna say? For some reason, a girl needed to hide her true identity. And I feel like I heard something about a young girl not too long ago. Understood. Alright, I'll give it a shot.
The missing ballerina article?
That's what I'm thinking.
God, I love that.
This is really cool. This article reveals your true identity. The newspaper's missing ballerina article. Indubitably. Without a doubt, that must be it. Beautiful flower, the prestigious Novovich Ballet Company goes missing. I do believe that we are finally able to call you by your real name. Your true identity is the ballerina from the Novovich Ballet Company. Nikomina Borshevich. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Ah. Oh.
Oh.
She's so pretty!
She does not look 15 at all.
No, she don't.
It is as you say. My real name is Nico. Nikomina Borshevich. Please tell no one.
Oh!
Whoops, let's just cross that out.
Solve. Ah. The kidnapped ballerina.
Next, we have my second deduction. It seems to me that we have caught you in the act of committing a terrible crime. Now, as for the proof of that crime, ha! It's right over there, is it not? As I expected, it appears that you've shown your hand, Miss Nikomina. When people are taken by surprise, they tend to reflexively shift their gaze. It is a classic tale, more eloquent and powerful than mere words could ever convey. Yes, our answer lies directly in your line of sight, so carelessly directed. The proof of your crime? Elementary. It's that trunk? If that girl's actually the ballerina, then there's obviously no way she's packed up in that trunk right now.
Right. In fact, the idea was that she was abducted at all is now disputable.
Then what exactly is this girl's actual crime? Looks like I have no choice. I'll have to take the stage again.
Naruhodo, you're certainly enjoying all of this, aren't you? Jumping around the room and joining Mr. Holmes in his theatrics must be so thrilling.
Please stop teasing me. Anyway, some other evidence that reveals her true crime must be here somewhere. Alright, let's take a look around.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Why can't I turn? Oh.
Should we always examine and then present, or what do you think we should do?
Yeah, I say examine.
Alright.
No, what do you see? What do you see?
Oh, the tiara.
Yeah.
This is a glittering tiara.
I've never seen them in person, but these must be diamonds. Naruhodo, you should try it on.
Huh? Why me? You're a girl here. Why don't you try it on instead?
Oh, no, I couldn't. It's far too majestic for someone like me.
Come to think of it, this gem-encrusted tiara seems familiar. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. And recently at that.
Okay.
Present. The proof of your crime. Elementary. It's that tiara.
Ugh.
This must be the tiara used on stage by the Novovich Ballet Company, right? It bears a striking resemblance to the one you can see in a news article. According to the article, this tiara is valued at 20,000 rubles.
Ooh.
In other words, that would make the nature of your crime grand larceny. You pilfered that tiara from the ballet school you were a member of, didn't you?
I am all alone. No allies, no friends. I am needing money to survive. But I did not steal tiara. That is not true. A Prussian Earl gave it to me. It belongs to me now.
A 15-year-old girl seeking asylum all on her own. Oh, damn it, hold on.
Yep.
Sorry again, ladies and gentlemen.
It frames again.
Yeah.
Mm.
I really don't know what's causing it. I mean, sometimes when I stream, it's perfectly fine. Other days... I don't know. Apparently, I said I was dropping frames. At least I was in the red. Now it looks like I'm okay. Alright. So wait, now you guys didn't see it. I am so confused. See, okay, at that time nobody saw anything, but on my end it said I was dropping frames. So maybe that dynamic bit thing I did, I don't know if it is good or not. You know what? It's fine. I can't imagine how scared and alone she must feel.
Are you happy? I have told you everything.
No, not yet.
Huh?
There's still another mystery left to unravel.
I do not understand.
Oh, that was cool.
You have... Oh, obstinately? Word.
Obstinately.
You have obstinately refused my request and have that trunk opened and examined. Surely you must have some sort of important reason to do so. Is that not the case, Miss Nikomina? I must keep secret from this man, you think to yourself. But it is futile. I've already found a way to infer the contents of the trunk, you see? Ah, good grief. You're not much of a criminal, are you? Your line of sight betrayed your secrets so easily. Yes, the answer lies directly in your line of sight, so carelessly directed. The reason you can't allow us to open the trunk is written in the books on the shelf. Mr. Hoax? What? Mr. Holmes' deduction has totally changed from what we were saying before.
I assume he must have changed directions to take our new deductions into account.
Well, even so, he just blurted out that it must be the books on the cabin shelf. That's nothing more than a random guess. That's painfully obvious.
I wonder if that's really the case.
I mean, no matter what her reason is for refusing our access to the trunk, how could it possibly be written anywhere in these books? It's too convenient.
You may be right, but Nikomina did unmistakably steal a glance at that general direction.
So you're saying that the reason she refuses to open the trunk lies somewhere within her line of sight this time too?
Right. We need to make the same assumption this time around.
Why won't she open that trunk? The answer to that question has to lie somewhere in her line of sight. So we have the iron door, the notice, the painting, and then also the books on the shelf.
You want to examine the painting?
That's what I'm interested in. Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Okay.
I see a lovely little painting hanging on the wall over there.
It's a painting of an uphill slope?
I think it's a downhill slope.
I wonder if being level on the horizon makes you miss a skewed point of view. Okay. Then let's... I guess let's just examine everything.
Okay, the notice then?
Yeah.
The SS Alclair's boarding regulations are written here. Do not store any dangerous things such as weapons or animals in the cabin.
Oh, yeah, now I get it.
Ah.
The same message was posted in our cabin. What do you think would happen to us if we broke those rules?
Why, I'm sure it'd be something quite terrible. Such as being thrown overboard into the freezing cold ocean, or perhaps we might be confined inside some terribly narrow wardrobe.
It's beginning to sound like I've been taking this punishment for quite a while. So, do we even need to look at anything else at this point?
No, it's pretty obvious.
Let's present this.
Hey!
I wonder what happens if we get it wrong, though.
It probably doesn't shatter. It's like,
It's like, hold on, back up. The reason you can't allow us to open a trunk is written on the notice. Do not store any dangerous things such as weapons or animals in the cabins. Something inside that trunk is prohibited on this ship. Because of this, you cannot risk opening the trunk and allowing us to examine its contents. Earlier, we noticed that the trunk moved on its own. If you had a weapon hidden in there, that wouldn't explain the trunk's movement. And so only one possibility remains. Miss Nicomina, inside that trunk. You're harboring the... I can't do both voices at once. You're harboring the only thing that can be kept in the cabins, an animal. Well, now I'm curious what animal it is.
The doggy.
Missile! Smuggled animal. How dare you?
solved.
Okay.
Finger points.
This deduction, concept of the game, love it.
That's really cool. I like this.
So, you're actually...
Grimsby Rolot is not my real name. It is Nikomina Borshevich, just as you say.
You disappeared from ballet school mid-performance in order to flee Russia. And last night, you stealthily made your way aboard this ship. Stealthily? The SSL Claire is a colossal steamship. Is it even possible to board the ship without anyone noticing? You hastily disguise yourself as an old man in hopes of hiding your true identity. And you decide to chop off that long, blonde hair of yours along the rest of your past. However, a woman's hair is her crown and glory. It is precious enough to be considered her life. If it were me, I would have refused to cut it off and struggled to find another way. But if that's the case, then what was that distressed call we all heard coming from the cabin? Why, distressed yet beautiful bell-like pell of this lovely lady's cries. Naturally. That was one loud bell, then.
I escaped from Shanghai, in fear. I know they search for me. I put on disguise, so no one can find me. And you ended up taking on the role of a fairly suspicious old man, I see. After I put on beard and hat, I saw newspaper. Inside was my picture. I was so scared, I shouted without thinking. If I do not do more to change appearance, they will find me. I know that I need to cut off hairs, so I grabbed scissors.
And it was precisely at that moment that we entered the cabin.
I suppose circumstances like these really do happen every once in a while.
Indubitably. Such is the current situation. This is all a lot more confusing than it needed to be.
Excuse me, Nikomina, but there is one last thing I would like to ask. Just what is it that you've been hiding in that trunk? Inside, my precious friend hides.
There's air holes in there, right?
I hope so.
Please keep secret. From captains, sailors, everyone.
Well, I suppose that's fine. However, only if you speak with us on the events that transpired last night. Understood?
Yes, I am talking. So what do you think, Naruhodo? You were able to witness the great deductions of Sherlock Holmes firsthand.
How's that noise?
Like
What?
that, like...
No, it sounds like a washing machine.
Oh, it just may be the engines of the ship.
Okay, it just came out of nowhere. That's why I'm like,
I thought that was you. I'm like, did your washing machine just...
it's like, oh, that's a loud ass letter. I'm sorry. All I keep hearing is this noise now.
God, are you okay?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Oh man. Okay. Oh. What the hell was that? Sorry.
You're good.
I thought I heard something. Besides this, to be perfectly honest, I think that I'm still a little confused over which part of this is the great deduction. At any rate, at least we can hear what Nikomina has to say now. That's amazing. That's right. It certainly is quite amazing. Ah, that's right. I almost forgot about you. Yes? What is it? Take a look at your hands again.
Oh, no.
My hands?
The handcuffs, they're back on again.
What? This... How? As promised, I put them right back where they belonged in a jiffy. When did he even do that?
The suspicion cast upon you has not yet been considered cleared, after all. We don't have much choice in the matter. I hope you understand.
I suppose. But do we really not?
At any rate, we ought to listen to what Nikomina has to say. Personally speaking, I am curious about this mysterious speckled band that Kazuma witnessed.
Okay.
You want to talk? Before we talk.
Uh-huh.
No, never mind. No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh.
Okay.
Last night. So I take it you're aware that a murder occurred in the cabin next door?
Yes, sailors tell me during breakfast.
The one who died was our friend.
That is true?
That's why we're trying to gather information right now. For his sake. Did you notice anything unusual last night?
Something that sounded like a conversation or anything?
Or the sound of a ship overtaken by a raging storm and a huge explosion from the engine? I think everyone would have noticed something like that.
Anyway, did you hear anything, Nikomina? I am knowing of nothing. I was not thinking of anything but me. I am knowing nothing at all.
I see. What about defection? So you ran away from the Novovich Ballet Company. Is that right?
Yes. I go to Great British Empire. From there, I board ferry to America. I am done with ballet. I want to start a new life.
You say you're done with ballet, but you still decide to bring that tiara along?
Tiara is mine. I need Tiara to live. no money from ballet group. I get only food and water from country to country. Only dance all day. I had to run to protect self. And so you chose to seek asylum, right? Sailors on this ship are my friends. They let me on board, gave me empty cabin.
But if that's the case, there's still one thing that doesn't quite fit.
Yes, I see it too, Mr. Holmes. What do you think, Naruhiro?
Oh, yes, of course. We should ask Nikomina about that. I have no idea what they're talking about.
And it's something strange? In your neighborhood? Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
So remember Casper. Who are you gonna call? Somebody else. Now, I was too young to even realize that reference. I mean, because I don't think I watched Ghostbusters before Casper when I was a kid. Like, it's like, oh, that makes a lot of sense now. Because that was actually Dan Aykroyd, wasn't it? In that scene?
I think so.
Alright. Now I feel like watching Casper again.
Golly, yeah, I wanna... Wasn't Hilary Duff in those movies? Or one of them, like, she's Wendy?
Christina Ricci.
No, wasn't...
It wasn't Hilary Duff. It was Christina Ricci, or Ricci. I can't say her last name. She played Wednesday in the Addams Family movie.
No, I'm talking about Wendy.
Who's Wendy?
Casper? Like...
Yeah.
There's a sequel. There was a sequel with like her 3 aunts or 3 sisters or whatever, just like with his 3 brothers.
There's a sequel?
Yeah, and he meets Wendy the witch.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, never mind. I'll show you later.
I'm talking about the original Casper.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Oops.
Wait, I do have one of the sequels for Wait, I do have a direct-to-video sequel. But I don't remember Wendy at all.
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay, because now I'm curious. Okay. Might I inquire one thing? According to this article, you only just disappeared yesterday. So, that means the only time you could have boarded the ship was last night. However, the SS Eclair did not weigh anchor at a harbor last night. Now that you mention it... So, how in the world did you manage to board this ship?
Come to think of it, the sailor in the hallway was behaving a little strangely, wasn't he? It was after we asked him when Mr. Royla had boarded.
He did look away.
Oh.
Well, that's what he said, if I remember right.
Gracefully descending onto the stage like a snow-white angel.
What was all that about?
Is about me. Was written in theater review in Russian newspaper. I am gracefully descending onto ship 2. I am an angel, after all.
That's quite the groundbreaking claim you're making, considering your limited English.
I wonder if all Westerners are as boldly spoken as Mr. Holmes and young Nikomina here.
Like a god amongst men, he gracefully takes in the knowledge of the world. They have written such things about me as well. Oh, stick it up your pompous ass, Holmes.
Oh my god.
But that's in the Great Adventures of... I can't talk. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, but that's in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, a serialized, exaggerated novel. At any rate, she doesn't look like she has any intention of telling us the truth of how she got on board.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay.
I mean, we already have Devil Woman. I wouldn't be surprised we have Angel Woman.
That's Iris.
That's true.
Iris is the angel woman.
How come Iris and Phoenix didn't get busy?
Cause she went to jail.
Doesn't matter. They have conjugal visits. I have a really, really bad image in my mind right now. There's a joke.
Oh my god, why?
All we hear in the end. Objection! Take that!
Hold it!
Hold it! Hold it! And out of nowhere, Edgeworth. Eureka!
Oh god. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you sick man.
Oh my god.
Please don't die while I'm gone.
I'm gonna try not to. I'm okay, guys. It's just when it takes me off guard, I'll cough like crazy. Whew. So sorry about all that. Whew. Hope you all are having a wonderful day so far, besides me with the stupid innuendos. Man. That really kind of took it out of me right there. If you guys don't know the joke we were making, it's lewd, obviously. Any joke that we make is probably, just assume it's lewd.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I am. I'm alright.
Jeez Louise.
I probably need more water after this.
That should be a sign that you should probably not make jokes for a while.
Probably. At least nothing that bad, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
That movie. Oh, Casper Meets Wendy. Oh, okay. I never saw that one.
Yeah, that's the movie I'm talking about.
I never saw that one.
Alright.
Where were we in terms of time, by the way? We still got a little bit before our break.
Yeah, what time did we actually start? Like 12, 15?
Yeah, well, maybe like 12:20 something. So.
Okay, so roughly at an hour.
Yeah. We'll finish up this and then maybe investigate. We'll see what's up.
Okay.
Excuse me. It's not about your friend. So Nikomina's friend is in a trunk?
But this ship forbids animals from being brought aboard. Please, keep secret. Do not tell anyone on ship. If they find out.
Then those brawny Russian sailors will grab that trunk and throw it into the sea. You're so mean, Mr. Holmes.
So this friend, is it a puppy, perhaps?
Oh, I was hoping to be a
Oh.
puppy.
Dang it.
Or maybe an adorable little rabbit? Ha! You think Russia has adorable little rabbits bouncing around the tundra? Huh? Well, you mean they don't? I'm assuming not, but how should I know? Right. Neither of you are even close to the mark. By friend, she must mean... I've got it! Without a shadow of a doubt, it must be a chicken!
Oh my god.
A chicken?
Well, just think about it. It wakes you up in the morning with its loud crow, and it lays eggs every day. And if push comes to shove, you can just roast it up and have a nice little meal, right? You know, something tells me you're not exactly treating that chicken as a friend. Well, after all said and done, the fact remains that the identity of her friend is unknown. I can't laugh at the moment, guys, so I'm not even gonna try. Ha! I knew it. She's still wary of us. Well, still, I feel like there's something I should be showing Nikomina. I'm not sure exactly what, though. We have something to show her?
That she can trust us.
My badge. I don't know. I doubt the jerk. You don't think her pet? It can't be a speckled band, right?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know if we have what we can. Can we show her something right now, or should we wait and investigate first?
Well, I don't know. I mean, will she let us investigate around her house, around her thing?
I don't see why not. I mean, I can go into the view. Yeah, let's just investigate.
Okay.
Well, right off the bat, I see like what looks to be like a metal plate on the bottom left.
Okay.
This is.
Do not touch. I will talk about last night, but touching a lady's things for no reason. You are a terrible man.
Please forgive me. Ha! She's absolutely right. You should be ashamed of yourself. Looking around a lady's room like that. You are a terrible man. He's starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, same.
Starting? Oh, that's already check marked.
Oh, everything's check marked. We can't.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So that means we have to present something to her. I mean, what can show that that she can trust us? I mean, I want to say our badge, but like, what the hell does that prove? Like, oh, we're a student.
Yeah. I'm gonna try the journal.
All right. Anything happen?
He's just talking about his friend, about Asogi.
I'll do that too.
Okay.
This is a journal that belonged to my friend who passed away.
Journal?
He wrote about seeing something last night, and we're curious about it. 1 hour and 23 minutes after midnight, I heard a sound like a low whistle. And then, an hour and 35 minutes after midnight, I saw a speckled band at the air duct.
Speckled band?
This cabin's air duct is linked to the cabin next door. You can see it right up there.
In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected. Nikomina, do you know anything at all about this? About the low whistle the victim heard, or anything about the speckled band? No. I am knowing nothing.
I see. Damn.
Oh.
Do you want to do that voice still?
Sure. Please excuse me. I need a moment, Mr. Roylott. What the hell?
That was quick.
Ahem. What is it?
How'd she do that so fast?
The captain wants to talk with you about something. Please go to captain's quarters as soon as possible.
I must crush you.
Yeah.
Understood. We'll come at once.
What is it?
Do not ask me that. You must leave. Now.
Oh, please don't worry about us.
We will be fine, Mr. Roylott.
Quit playing! You heard him. Get out or I throw you out myself.
It looks like we won't be able to continue inspecting the cabin right now.
This is quite unfortunate.
And just like that, we were forcibly removed from the cabin. We didn't have even a second to investigate before we were thrown out of the room. Quite literally thrown out. Oh, thank God. It's actually a perfect stopping point. Well, at least a break point. Whew.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was like another, what, hour and a half? So it's a good thing we didn't keep
Continue
going
yesterday. That's the problem with this. And well, here's the thing: even if we started today's stream and then immediately there was a 2P continued, how would we know?
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not. I hate saying this is a pet peeve of mine, but there are a lot of times like when we were playing any Ace Attorney game, and especially Spirit of Justice, and people would get like legitimately mad at us when we stopped an episode like right before our 2B to continue part, because it's like, how the fudge do we know?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, guys, it doesn't matter. We're still gonna play the same amount of the game anyway, you know? But you know, once again, it's like after a while doing this, it's like you just kind of learn to not let it get to you. But sometimes it's like your brain's like, well, what the fudge, you know? So,
Yeah.
oh well, it's all good. Whew. But this is a good break point for right now.
Yes.
And before I head off, Nico Panda, thank you so much for the follow about like an hour ago. I'm so sorry I'm getting to it now, but now that I have time to talk to you guys, there's that. What the fudge was I going to say? We'll be back in about like, I don't know, like 5 minutes or so. We'll come back. We will, well, interesting enough, have we ever had like a to-be continued part that kind of went into another investigation portion like this?
I don't know, because how are we going to do the trial thing? Are we going to have it on?
I mean, I highly doubt. Ooh, wouldn't that be something where there's not even a trial in this case?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Well, either way, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're gonna take a break. I say I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so, but it might be a little bit longer. I gotta see what I gotta do first. But either way, we'll continue with this and take things from there.
Sweet.